is Chae Munoz. I just turned 18, and I'm talking about the 5 years of being a teen, of just doing what I wanted to do, and which led me to do a bunch of bad stuff, things that now looking back at it, I regret. Like, acceptance by the wrong people is what kept making me want to up everything I would do and like try to one up this person, trying to one up myself with what I did yesterday or the week before, stuff like that. Thought they were my friends, thought they were my best friends. None of them are there anytime I got in trouble. None of them like ever see if I needed help, see if like I was okay or anything like that. Getting in trouble, doing things that I didn't think I would do, I started doing that. Like looking at it how it just didn't affect me, but it started affecting everyone around me. Not in a positive way, but a very negative way. Like that time period of doing that is when my decisions were getting more like irrational and I started doing worse things. And I acted like nothing bad would happen back, but of course something bad happened back to cover up a lot of my emotions and avoid a lot of my emotions, which I mean, at the time I thought was helping, but really was just making my situation worse and just breaking me down. Like even worse, slowly becoming more emotionally unstable, more mentally unstable, and then like physically just wearing down and just feeling like worse and worse and worse. For me, wasn't really caring about anyone, just myself, and that was like a main factor in my life. Was just okay, me, and you mean you could be all talk, but your actions just speak louder than words. So after that, it finally like clicked in my head, like starting to because there's a bunch of changes I wanted to make, and started by like realizing I can't blame anyone else. I can't blame certain situations, my friends, anyone else, or anything else. Like, knowing that, okay, I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be doing everything that everyone knew me as, or everything that like was hurting people around me or anything. I didn't want to do any of that. I didn't want to be that person anymore. That's what I wanted to be. Yes, he's done this, and that, but he changed. He made this huge improvement. Mom's always been there for me, and she never gave up on me, no matter what I put her through. Conversations with him were pushing me further to keep going further upwards instead of like spiraling down again. I feel like I really do want to help kids just because, I mean, I feel like I can because I was in their shoes. And so being in their shoes and being where I am now, I feel like that'd be more powerful than someone reading a book and then trying to help someone if you don't know like what it's really like, you know?
There's all sorts of theories, there's all sorts of smart people to come together and try to understand why people do what they do and why people make changes. How much a part of this, Chae, was choice? Your own choice?
Say like 60% then. So I feel like the 60% was my choice, another 40 was everyone who was actually trying to help me. And me actually keeping an open mind and actually asking for the help or letting them help me.
Building the individual so that they can get a sense of their own worth, and that strength can build to the point where then they can go forward and turn to a community aspect. Starts with an individual and it builds into community. So really, Chae's story comes down to a concept of timing. He made the choice to do something different and had the support necessary to accomplish something that was difficult. And there are times when it is so difficult, it seems like the entire world is against you, and not just the temptation, but the opportunity to go back to the old life is present, and it screams at you. And it almost seems like you've got no other choice. But where we fall short of a society is accepting Chae for who he is now, not who he was. Because the primary roadblock, the primary stumbling block, the primary problem right now is if we as a community and we as a society point fingers at Chae and say, you are just a delinquent, a person will rise to the level that we treat them. So that transition includes a community that is willing to provide the type of support that will help somebody who is struggling do something different when they make the choice to do something different. Part of this, the reason why Chae was willing to come forward is he wants people to understand what it takes for real change. Little successes turn into big successes, and we focus on an environment that is conducive to change. And it's exceptionally difficult to make change when you have somebody pointing at you telling you how much you suck. I appreciate, from my perspective in knowing Chae and loving Chae, I appreciate your attention, I appreciate your respect, and I appreciate you being here. This is big for him, because this shows community support on his part. And
This was fun. Thank you, guys.
with that, if you'll please join with me in congratulating Chae on the tremendous work that he's done.
My turn. Let's give my mom a round of applause.
Yes!
Macro means big, right?
Yeah. Right.